I think this is only an A, honestly. Or was that defense for it? Never mind. I'm the best to ever do it. Day 21. When I next came to, Nozomi was right in front of me. It was pitch black, and she didn't seem to notice I was awake.
Nozomi.
I called out to her softly. In response, she... What? Huh? Leapt to her feet with an ear-piercing scream? Not quite what I was expecting. She scuttled frantically around the room a few times before finally coming to a stop. And then she just stood there in a daze. I watched the entire scene play out before sitting up. And you were here because you wanted me to recover, yeah? Are you sure you should be doing that? What do you mean? Your injuries were so severe, you've been out for 13 days. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Huh. It is day 21 now, isn't it? That means today is... It's day 21. I didn't even register that at first because I'm not used to being this early back in the timeline. What time is it? Almost time for the nighttime announcement to play, I think. Not a horrible time to wake up. I doubt I can fall back asleep now. That's what you're worried about? Yeah? And you gotta, especially in a high-stress environment, a healthy sleep schedule can do wonders for you, you know? What are you doing here anyway? Nursing you back to health. For 13 days. No, we've been taking turns. It just happened to be my turn today. I see, sorry for the trouble. It's no trouble at all. Wait, I need to go tell everyone you're awake. She dashed out of the room immediately after that. Is she going to call everyone here? This room's not nearly big enough for that. Oh, please don't tell like half of them have died while I was out. It wouldn't make sense with the, oh, that's what you're worried about comment. I decided to get up and go meet the others instead. A short while later, everyone else came running over frantically. No, not everyone. Only Takamaru and the 8 who had joined the battle on day 8. Takumi! Takumi! Sir Takumi! How are you feeling? At Tsubasa's question, Yagami marched closer and started poking and prodding at various parts of my body. Eventually... He's good, all is well. Yo, Takumi's back in business! You deserve a title belt for this. Nice going. What a relief. Everyone started loudly expressing how happy they were to see me awake. We were seriously considering killing you if you didn't wake up for another 3 days.
Huh?
What? The Revive-O-Matic could have brought you back to life in full health. But none of us wanted to be the one to do the deed. And that's why we waited to see if you would recover by yourself. Okay, I'm glad that worked out. My lips turned upward into a smile. Where's everyone else? I told them you'd woken up, but they didn't want to come visit. Have those people no heart? Mayhaps they are still of the opinion that Sir Takumi is a killer. Nobody else got killed after that one incident, right? It has to be because the real culprit's already found a way outside the wall of fire. That's one possibility. However, this fact also adds to the case against him. Nobody got killed when Takumi was unconscious, therefore Takumi is the killer. That's very likely what the others are thinking. I can't believe this. I shook my head helplessly. It didn't matter. I decided to just put them out of my mind for now.
Huh?
The more important thing is what happened in the 13 days I was out. Were there any enemy attacks?
Hey!
Only one on day 15. The 8 of us fought them off.
Oh.
Vexna showed up in that battle as well.
Huh.
But we blew her to Kingdom Come with the undying flame bomb crafted by Lady Tsubasa. Already? That's what was happening like day 95. Whoa, that's incredible. Beating Vexna with just the 8 of you. Everyone had a proud smile on their face.
Huh?
Wait, that means Takamaru fought too? Do you even need to ask? You really thought I'd just fold my hands and stay on the sidelines after what you did? So you're no longer suspicious of me? For now, I believe you. Sorry about before, by the way. And thanks for doing that for me on day 8. Seriously saved my life. It's fine. Also, we need to tell you about Nigao.
Huh?
Oh, what happened to him? It is most unfortunate. Nigao, he... He's gone.
Huh?
What? Why? We got worried, so we went to the second last defense academy to check on him. But the school had been completely destroyed, and Nigao's remains were lying in the debris. We recovered a memory chip with an event log that Tsubasa decrypted for us. Turns out Nigao self-destructed. Self-destructed? He did it to create a massive explosion and kill the invaders during an attack. Oh no. I have a suspicion. The loss of Sierra, his superior officer, may have played a part in that decision as well. Nigao was really attached to that Sierra guy after all. It may have been his plan all along to remain behind and follow him in death. Should we head back and recover his body? Well, they have the memory chip, so I don't think they could get anything useful from him at this point, even if they did rewind the time. Nigao was such a nice guy. His loss will be greatly felt. A heavy, suffocating silence filled the air. Though it didn't last long, it was broken by the sound of the unusual, or the usual, nighttime announcement. Ooh, outside announcements. That's new.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
And then a few seconds later... it's just battle after battle.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds. Defense mode initiated. All available troops prepare for battle immediately.
I literally just woke up from a coma! They sure know how to pick their timing. That is exactly why you will be sitting this one out. What? Yeah, I can't. I've never sat out a battle that I've been conscious for this entire thing. What? That's my one constant, that I'm always there. I'm the safe one to give upgrades to. I can't just... Stop it, we'll just be fighting hard enough to make up for you. Stay snug in bed, convalescent. No, I'm fighting too. Why are you being so stubborn?
Hey!
Because I'm the leader of the special defense unit. Come on, to the war room. I made it started running. Wait, Takumi, oh for goodness sake. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Everyone here? Then let's do this. Special defense unit, move out. be kind of interesting to have a battle that Takumi wasn't in. I think we had like 1 or 2 at the end of the timeline where we were acting as Nozomi for a bit. They're saying I have something that they can't. Well, we have the memory chip. We recovered the memory chip. So I don't think the time, even if they went back in time, I don't think they could reassemble the memory chip into it from like where we have it. I don't think. I could be wrong, but. Do I want to skip this battle? I don't even remember what this battle is. We've had a lot of battles so far. We could. I don't know, what do you think, Josh? I don't even. What do we have a Day 21 battle? Who is that? I can't remember if that's an interesting one or not. Is it the wheel guy? Battle? Okay. Chat has spoken. Did I just press skip? I think I've.
Has your lust for blood and battle been satisfied, my holy Jumanji sword?
Okay, I guess we're skipping this one.
No! I need a lot more than this! Give me more blood! More!
And we need more of this. More of just the Kyoshka and Holy Jumanji Sword routines.
Huh! I didn't know the Holy Jumanji Sword talked like that. I'm more concerned about where the commander is!
They couldn't have only sent those minions. The commander must be lurking somewhere.
Oh, it's the fog battle. We didn't want to deal with the fog battle, right? The fog battle without Kako actually would be pretty different from how it normally plays out.
What is all the smoke?
Smoke? Or maybe poison gas?
It's just mist, guys. M-I-S-T.
Like a government organization?
Fine water droplets floating in the air that's harmless to the human body.
Wait, I remember this mist. The person hiding behind it should be...
Isn't that... I forget if Ev is the mist battle or not. Oh man, I kind of wish we didn't skip this one. Because we've never had the mist battle without Kako.
Hey, the mist is gone! I can see everything clearly now. Look over there! Is that?
Yes! That's the commander for this battle!
Here we go.
Well, I'll be honest, with Nozomi in the battle, like, we'd probably just end up having Nozomi play the Kako role, more or less. And probably wouldn't be that different. Still. But I mean, we've had a lot of battles. And at a certain point, I do kind of feel we need
Victory
to
is ours
cut
this
the battles down a
time.
bit to get through the story. It's taking a while.
That was a tricky enemy!
What are we gonna do with her?
Guys, it's Eva! Best Commander has made an appearance. Everyone turn to look at the Commander.
Please, don't kill me.
My name is Ava, the paragon of nature.
Ava?
I don't know why, but I felt like I had heard that name before. That is kind of weird. Did we ever hear her name in the original timeline? I don't think so. So this timeline really seems to be leaning into that. Like, all the other previous timelines have happened before. We just don't remember them. Because we have remembering her name, sorta. We have the flame boy. With the, ooh, something from the future is causing this aura?
Please, spare me, for the love of God.
Eva brought her hand up to her mask. In a swift, smooth movement, took it off.
The same as Veshna's.
She looks just like a human.
No need to pay her appearance any mind.
What? Why?
Because she is to be executed.
Yeah, it's interesting. Why is Haruko so hardened when it comes to Eva? Right? Because if she's experienced a lot of timelines, surely she's experienced the timelines where we, like, recruit Eva, right? I don't know.
No. Spare me. Please. Please don't kill me. I'll be useful. I can give you lots of intel. I'll give you anything. Just please, spare me.
Oh, that's a pretty good deal.
So the lady insists. Any thoughts?
A dramatic bluff if I have ever seen one. Any intel she provides is bound to be full of fabrications.
I mean, a concern for sure. There are ways to deal with that, though, right? You can, institute punishments for, like, bad intel.
No, I would never. I only speak the truth.
I mean, you're the paragon of nature, not the paragon of honesty, though.
I think we should kill her too.
Why?
Surely you understand why we would hesitate to trust the words of the enemy.
You'll say something sweet to suck up to us, and then turn around and betray us the first chance you get.
Man, Eva's not very popular in this timeline.
You're all being so awful. Why won't anyone believe me?
Eva kept pleading with us, her face filled with a woeful expression. Haruko glanced at her scornfully before speaking up again.
Takumi, you're the leader, so you decide.
Okay. Everyone turned to look at me, waiting for my reply. At that moment, I could suddenly feel extra eyes on me. I traced the source of the sensation to the rooftop. I could see the 4 other members. Darumi, Shuma, Ima, and Kako. Killing Eva now would make them even more wary of me. After all, their suspicions were rooted in the fact that I had killed Ito. If I did the same thing now, that would undoubtedly cement the image of me as a heartless killer in their minds. I wanted to avoid giving them that impression. No, to be honest, even if those 4 hadn't been watching.
Please, I beg of you. Don't kill me. Don't kill me.
I could never kill someone so earnestly pleading for her life. That's facts right there. That is true. It's very interesting in this game where you get so many choices. I mean, heck, we had a decision where it was like surf or turf. You never get a choice to spare Eva or not. Takumi always spares her, no matter what. It's these sorts of things that reveal a bit about his character, you know? It just wasn't right. I felt ashamed for even allowing myself to consider deciding the fate of another person through calculating what would benefit me the most. Yeah, that's horrible. So I looked into the eyes of everyone present and said,
Let Ava live. We'll imprison her here and interrogate her later.
it is interesting, though. I think it does say a lot about his character that on this particular choice, we never get a choice. He always does the same thing.
You gotta be shitting me.
And I guess he just has a weakness for anime girls pleading for their lives. The other female commanders should just take off their masks more often. We would be cooked.
You truly believe that to be the best path?
In short, Takumi is a simp.
Yes.
I think you will regret this.
Oh, look, I caused the zombie apocalypse and murdered everyone. Like, this is not going to be on my list of things I regret.
I won't. Because I'll hold myself fully responsible for making it work.
Come on, guys, come on! POWs, you know, it's a thing.
Very well. Our leader has spoken.
Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Leader, your name is Takumi, if I remember correctly. I can't thank you enough for this. From the bottom of my heart.
Eva was choking on her words and bawling her eyes out. Next instant, an intense pain spread through my back? What? Okay, maybe I should have rested. But if I hadn't been down here, Eva would have been killed by these guys if it had been just up to them. Forcing myself to join the battle when I hadn't fully healed had reopened the wound. A sharp pain shot up my spine. I crumpled to the ground, unable to exert any strength at all. A hazy veil hung over my mind, blocking me from making out what the others around me were saying. Guys, it's not Eva. She didn't cast a spell or anything, okay? I'm just frail. I slowly slipped into sweet, silent serenity. I hope they are nice to Eva. This is exciting, though. I mean, we might... Who knows? Maybe this is the time when we get to meet the real Eva. Not the brainwashed one we met back in the comedy route, but the real, unvarnished Eva. Day 24. She might even play differently. Who knows? If we recruit her. Use her natural powers.
Atom troops, time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 24th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy! Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy!
What if we kill again? Look, this is just a meta reason. I don't think there's going to be two completely different routes that both center around me being a murderer. I think they've already done that. Or different major route branches, I should say, rather. I woke up to the familiar sight of Nozomi sitting right in front of me. This time, she noticed right away that I was awake and... leapt to her feet with an ear-piercing scream. Okay, girl, please. Can you be slightly more subdued when you're shocked? She scuttled frantically around the room, even longer than last time, before finally coming to a stop. Please don't. Has it been like 40 days this time? And then she stood there in a daze. I watched the entire scene play out before sitting up. Are you so surprised? Isn't this the exact same thing happened before? But you were out for 13 days last time. Okay, am I... Oh, it's day 24. We're good. We're good. It was like 3 days. It's only been a little more than 2 days this time. Can you blame me? That means today is... day 24. What time? Well, I guess I don't need to ask. The morning announcement just played. Nozomi nodded. Are you feeling better? I'm fine. Stop putting on an act, okay? Remember what happened during the last defensive battle? I do. As long as I don't force myself to fight like that day, I'll be fine, see? Really? Yeah. Despite my confident reply, Nozomi still seemed unconvinced. By the way, what happened to Eva after I passed out? Well, she refused to tell us anything. What? She specifically said she would give us intel. Okay. Maybe you guys were being mean to her, and she didn't want to talk because of that, okay? I'll go have a conversation with her. I'll see what I can do. What? But she promised to give us intel if we spared her life. We reminded her of that promise as well, but then she said... I'm not going to tell you anything because the offer to share intel was made to Takumi, your team leader, not you. I mean, honestly, based on how you guys were treating her, I don't blame her. Don't worry, I'll go have a word with her. We'll hash things out. It'll be fine. And that's why she's refusing to say anything until you can go talk to her, I guess. Damn it. What's she trying to pull? And I think it might just be simply that the rest of you guys wanted to kill her immediately, and she kind of has a grudge about that. Granted, very assertive for her in her situation to be like, no. She pulled the I want to speak to your manager card. Okay, well, the manager's here. Nozomi and I headed to the cafeteria together where the others 7 who had fought in the battle 3 days ago were gathered. When they saw me, there was a lot of shouting, squealing, cheering, and happy noises as they congratulated me on my recovery. Although it felt a little more subdued than the reactions 3 days ago. Then again, I did wake up from a 13-day coma that time. Still, the celebration went on for quite a while. Also, I feel like Nozomi is downplaying the extent to which she, in particular, has been nursing me back to health. I mean, what are the odds? We're out for 2 days, or on 2 separate occasions, and she's the one watching over us both times. Like, in theory, that should be a 1 in 8 chance. The odds that you have a 1 in 8 chance to trigger twice is significantly low. It's like 64? Yeah, 1 in 64. I'm pretty sure. So. Anyway, still, the celebration went on for quite a while. I had my first meal, like it was only for now, in a long time, while being surrounded by their warm and welcoming voices. I went back to my room for a break. Now then, there's really no question on what I was going to do next. I have to find out who Gaku's real killer is. I thought I was going to interrogate Eva. I didn't believe the real killer was one of us. That meant I had to find a way to prove that the killer was someone from outside the school. In any case, if I could prove my innocence, I could regain the trust of the 4 holdouts. Then they would join the future battles. Guess I should start investigating. I decided it was time to pay everyone a visit and ask questions. Like, Eva, we did take her prisoner, right? It's raining? Sheesh. Okay. Sheesh, they want to... Okay, we do have Eva in the courtyard. Well, I will be going to her first. Not that she would know anything about the killer, but I do think it's the most pressing issue at the moment when killers get murdered. And the killer hasn't struck in like 20 days or something, okay? Like, it's kind of rookie numbers. Eva, our dear captive, how are you doing? Takumi, you've regained consciousness. Yeah, the battling you was what caused me to faint in the first place. You're good. I'll give you that much. You're good. You're tricky. Sorry about that. I'm having trouble. Especially, so the Eva voice I did before was in light of her being brainwashed. She's not brainwashed, so I feel like I should do a more naturalistic voice. Right, because before I was very, like, robotic with her, but she's not brainwashed. Watched right now, so that doesn't work. You're actually apologizing to me? Why wouldn't I? You saved my life. I heard you were really standoffish to others. That wasn't my intention. I merely said I wouldn't be sharing any information if Takumi wasn't here. It was pointless asking Eva for information on Gaku's murder case, so I asked her for information about the enemy instead.
Huh?
I'm here now. Tell me everything useful you know. Useful. Takumi, that is very broad qualifying statements. Okay? Yeah, like enemies, HQ's location, invader types, number of troops, your war strategy. At that, Eva's face suddenly clouded over. I'm sorry, I'm feeling a little unwell. Feigning illness now. Give me a break. I'm not feigning, it's true. That wasn't what you promised. I came here alone like you asked, okay? Hello? Does it look like there's anyone else with me? No. That's not what I was wondering about. It's just I never asked you to come alone. Oh. Yeah, where did I get that from? All I said was I would talk once Takumi was here. What do you mean? Whatever it is, I do not think I'm able to talk. Please leave me for now. Eva's clearly feigning illness, but there was nothing I could do to make her talk. Nothing moral, anyway. Her prison cell was locked. I won't be able to go inside without the key, and it's not like I can force her to spit out the information I wanted, even if I could.
Hey!
This is ridiculous. Did you see the flack I took back there? Sticking my neck out for you, and now you're just gonna clam up like this? I cursed and kicked a pebble as I left the courtyard. Okay, well, it's okay. First time meeting her, just them combatants. It's not a shock that things didn't go super smoothly. Alright, we just gotta recalibrate. Figure out a new approach here. Maybe get some give and some take, We'll work something out. Haruko and Yugamo, what are you guys doing here?
Oh.
Nothing questionable. I just always feel calmer next to dead bodies. That in and of itself is questionable. Weird guy. That is extremely questionable if you ask me. I do not know why, but I just found myself wanting to come here. That is also very questionable. Do normal people find themselves wanting to come to a morgue? Have you ever heard of this thing called mourning, Takumi? Have you ever visited a graveyard before? You often find people there, honoring the memories of their loved ones. It's a lot less questionable than coming to the morgue to feel calmer next to dead bodies. Even I can agree with that. Yugami put his hand over his mouth and giggled. What about you? I told them I was investigating Gaku's murder case. I see, so you're here to re-examine the corpse. I doubt there's anything new to discover. Yeah, but it wouldn't hurt. With that, I started investigating Gaku's dead body again. I didn't make any new discoveries, just like Haruko said. What was the cause of death? Or what was the cause of death? Hemorrhagic shock. How about the murder weapon? A foot-long blade, the shape of the wound seemed to indicate a kitchen knife of sorts. Have you found the knife? Not yet. Wait a minute. Why is Yugami suddenly acting all detective-like? I'm just curious, don't mind me. I find that my intellect tends to work a bit quicker when I'm next to dead bodies.
Huh? Oh.
Let me see. You already told us the estimated time of death when we were at second class Defense Academy. Yes, between 1 and 4 a.m. on day 5. Before you ask, I was sleeping in my room at that time. What about you? Takumi! Takumi, how stupid are you? His alibi is he was in a school, like, a day's trip in the wilderness, in the post-apocalyptic wilderness. What? What were you doing between the night of day 4 and the morning of day 5? Did you trek across the entire wasteland from second Last Defense Academy to Last Defense Academy, murder Gaku, then make it all the way back home before anyone even noticed you were missing? Is that relevant to the case? I'm just trying to cover all the bases, please. Needless to say, I was in my room at second to last Defense Academy during that period of time. Or perhaps I should say, I was in dreamland where I was sleeping like the dead. Right. Why do you ask? Because... Are you hesitating to say it out loud? Then I will do so on your behalf. Because you are an assassin, Yugamu. Yes. That is certainly a reason to be suspicious, however, I am much chagrined. I do not revel in meaningless murder. Indiscriminate killing goes against my personal code. There is always the possibility that Gaku is someone special to you. Impossible. I've never met this Gaku when he was alive. Of course, I have no evidence to back that statement up. All I can do is plead for you to believe my words. And also, you understand the fact that, like, logistically it would have been near impossible to make the trip in time. I trust you. I didn't hesitate to answer because I'd seen Yagami and Gaku's relationship in the previous timeline. There's just no way they had met each other before this. His statement about not killing meaninglessly was quite possibly true as well. In the previous timeline, Yagami never killed any of his allies and never showed any indication that he wanted to. Now in the mass murderer timeline, I mean, but yeah. Your trust in me is hard to know. He smiled a little as he said that. Well, I guess I'm done here then. Thanks for listening to me. After thanking them, I turned around and left. Like anyone else on this floor? No. Alright, let's move on up. Where are we looking here? The rec room and the leisure lounge. Okay. The leisure lounge. That's done. Okay. Probably gonna do rec room first. That's the infirmary. There we go. Similar looking doors. Ooh, that's a lot of people. I was gonna say, I really can't use the gift-o-matic right now. What are you guys doing here? I had my question, the four of them tensed up and looked at each other. Nothing in particular. We were just bored, that's all. There are lots of things we can use to relieve our boredom here. After hearing the reply, I informed them that I was investigating Gaku's murder case. They were taken aback. What, are you out of your mind? Gaku was killed in the early morning on day 5. Almost 20 days have passed since then. Why now? Well, I was unconscious for most of that time. Because you guys said you wouldn't trust me until I sniffed out the real culprit, remember? Does that mean you're suspicious of us? I didn't say that. It's actually much better if I can prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that we're all innocent. The more people we can confirm are innocent, the sooner we can prove that the killer had never been one of us to begin with, right? I see your point, but I'm afraid that will be difficult to accomplish. Why? Nobody from Group 1 has a verifiable alibi. Oh, Group 1, as in the original members of the LDA Special Defense Unit. Whereas Group 2 refers to the 5 members from Second Last Defense Academy. Wait, sister dearest, but you and I have ironclad alibis. Because we were sleeping together in the same room. It doesn't hold any water from an objective point of view. It's just as Hariko said. The testimony of a sibling doesn't count. Miss Amiya, you're distrustful of us too? Who said that? You're jumping the gun here. What if we looked at possible motives? Motives? I mean, basically none of us knew each other, like, at all. I don't think anyone had a particular grudge against Gaku, and it's not like there'd be anything to gain, really. Like, is anyone among you who had something against Gaku? So, Kimi, are you really expecting someone to say yes to a question like that? Your detective skills are, well, lacking. Besides, as Mr. Gonzaki mentioned just now, Mr. Maruko was killed in the early morning of day 5. At that point, we'd only known each other for 4 days? Hardly enough time to develop a grudge deep enough to stab someone like that. Wait, huh? Well, huh? When did Shuma say? As Mr. Gonzaki mentioned just now. When did this? Okay, I guess he said it there. Okay, it was a little odd. I was like, wait a minute. No, I ad-libbed the thing where Shuma said that we only just met each other. And that's the truth. Yeah, I guess. That's why I believe there's no point trying to solve this case by looking at motives. That murder was carried out by a lunatic. That's the only way for it to make any sense. Which means the prime suspect would be... the craziest lunatic of us all. The man, the myth, the meme himself, Takumi!
Hey!
Why me? You're like at least twice as crazy as I am. Because you killed Mr. Hatsuki so easily just like that. Okay, if you knew what I knew. And without any proof. How many times do I have to explain he betrayed us in another future, and that's why... We say that to the police. Would that even hold up in a court of law? And if we had a verifiable way to... do it, right? I killed him to stop him from carrying out a crime in the future. Look, okay, yeah, I know there's like a whole like dystopian, I'm not even sure if it's a movie or TV show, but I know about Minority Report, okay, but like, you know, there's a difference between pre-crime and post you did the crime, but I'm going back in time to stop you from doing the crime, you know? There's a difference. Conceptually, at least, maybe. Does that sound like a good defense to you? It was the same old argument that wasn't worth repeating, so I didn't bother continuing. I simply sighed deeply, shook my head, and left. Okay, maybe we'll have better luck at the leisure lounge. Hey, girls, what's up? Hey, guys, what are you doing here? Listening to the calming sound of running water. And trying to make ourselves as comfortable as possible. Comfortable, huh? What about you? Yeah, actually... I told them I was investigating Gaku's murder case. Well, that's got nothing to do with us then, right? That Maruko kid was killed here between 1 and 4 a.m. on day 5. Both of us were at number 2 that day. That is true, yeah. Oh, just in case, number 2 as in second to last Defense Academy. Whole thing's too long to keep repeating, so I shortened it. We've also taken to calling this place number 1. How quaint. Although its official name is the last Defense Academy, shortening it to the last sounded strange, so we settled on number 1 instead. Got it. Thanks for explaining. Hey, are you suspecting us? Of course not. Actually, it's not completely impossible for one of us from number 2 to have done it. What? Yeah, you guys do have the bus there. That does shorten the trip time drastically. Any of us could have used the school bus to travel to and from here overnight. And I feel like that'd still be a bit of a stretch, right? Like, it's still a decent trip by bus. Ooh, now that you mention it. Bedtime is at 11 p.m. Someone could have set off at midnight after everyone else had fallen asleep. If they pushed the bus to its limits, it would have taken about 3 hours to get here. Okay, 3. Murder happened at, what, between 1 and 4? So you're just within the window. And I assume if you were able to get back by about 6 or 7 in the morning, that's probably early enough to not be suspicious. Putting their time of arrival at around 3 a.m. If they took only 30 minutes to finish the job, they could have left number 1 by 3:30 a.m. and returned to number 2 around 6:30 a.m. just before the morning announcement at 7. It'd be a risky ploy, though. And these guys were specifically kept in the dark about the existence of Last Defense Academy. So I don't think anyone would have had the knowledge to carry this out. Also, someone from number 2 coming here wouldn't have triggered the wall of fires and tutor alerts. That's true. Wait, and you're telling me this as members of number 2 yourselves? Oh, sorry for shooting my mouth off like that. It's just, you know, the incident doesn't quite feel as real to me because I've never met the victim. Just in case, I asked them what they were doing between 11 p.m. on day 4 and 7 a.m. on day 5. And as I had expected, their answers were the same. I was sleeping like a log in my room. Me too. 11 to 7, though. I mean, that's an 8-hour window. The odds that everyone would be asleep in the other academy for that entire length of time. Not to mention, I don't think they would have had the knowledge to even know to come here to murder someone, let alone a proper motive to do so. Could be a timeline jumper again. Were they in the metal shop? I thought it was the garage they were in. Yo, what's up? So as I get, but what are you doing here, Takamaru? Because you said you found something cool, huh? What is it? There's a box of junk inside this garage. I just threw it and found this. What's that? Is that like an iPod? It's a voice changer. See that patch thing on the tip of the cable? Stick it to your throat and you can use it to freely change your voice to anything you like. Well, that's not an oddly suspicious piece of suspiciously specific piece of tech that's going to definitely be relevant in a murder case. You can make it go higher or lower or smooth as butter. Also, you have a sample voice recording that's long enough. You can make yourself talk with that voice too. Isn't that cool? Yeah. Can't wait to see how someone uses this to kill someone. I don't know, this isn't hanging out, but not everything's going to be used in a murder ploy. But still, sure, but what is it even doing here? Oh, I wouldn't know. Maybe whoever used this place last left it behind. Who would that be? Like what I know. What are you doing here, Takumi? Oh, right. I told them I was there. Investigating Gaku's murder, huh? I think you're looking in the wrong place. We don't have anything new to share. We all fast asleep in our rooms when he died. Couldn't have possibly seen or heard anything or anyone suspicious. Any personal guesses? Like, do you know if anyone had a grudge against Gaku? They turned and looked at each other. Takumi. Huh? Are you thinking one of us is the killer? No, that's not it. I told you. The culprit is an outsider who's already escaped outside the wall of fire after killing Gaku. Yeah, that's what I think too. Don't want to be suspicious of anyone anymore. Ain't gonna make that mistake again. He was probably referring to the time when he suspected I was the killer. Okay, thanks for sharing your thoughts with me. After saying that, I turned to leave. Voice changer, eh? Was it the classroom? Yes, it was. Ah, you two.
Huh?
Kurara and Kyoshika. What are you two doing here? So this is where this Gaku person was killed.
Huh.
It was weighing on our minds, and so we came. Everyone here is such a dimwit that it's highly likely they missed a vital piece of evidence or two. Oh, so you're here for the same reason I am.
Huh.
Are you investigating the case as well, Sir Takumi? Yeah, do you want to help me out since you're already here? How do we examine the scene of the crime? We searched the room together, but found nothing of note. Did you investigate this place immediately after the murder took place? Yes, before we cleaned Gaku's blood off the floor, but we didn't find any clues that would bring us closer to the identity of the killer then either.
Huh.
How about the murder weapon? Despite our best efforts, we haven't found it yet. The only thing is that we won't have a class trial, though. I don't know. I mean, you never know. There could just randomly be one in one of the, 100 endings. It's not in this classroom or anywhere else on the school grounds. I haven't told that, though. What about the threatening note scribbled on the digital blackboard? Was it erased? Yeah, it was making us uneasy, so... It was a stupid thing to do. We could have used the handwriting to pinpoint the killer. They weren't wrong.
Huh?
By the way, there's something I need to ask you. Ask them what they were doing between the night of day 4 and the morning of day 5. Wait, are you suspicious of us? Not really, it's just... I was sleeping in my room at second to last Defense Academy, of course. As was I, in my own room, that is. I cannot believe we're on your list of suspects. Look at me, I am the very epitome of his innocence. Hey, what's with that look? I mean, have you seen yourself? More like the epitome of I've got something to hide. You are talking about my mask, right? Are you telling me to take it off? No, absolutely not. This mask stays on no matter what, anybody. Right before she finished her sentence, Kyoshika snatched her mask away, revealing Kurara's face. She held the mask up high before throwing it onto the ceiling catwalk. The catwalk? That's rude? Oh. That's bullying. My mask is gone. My mask. Where did you hide it? Kurara kept looking around in a panic. It didn't seem like she noticed Kyoshika had thrown the mask away. That didn't really matter. What did matter was her exposed face. It's Kurara. What?
Huh?
Oh, no, I was just thinking how you looked the same in the other timeline, too. Why would I look different? This is the face I was born with. I know what you're trying to say. This face is too cute to be natural, right? But I swear I never did anything to it. Oh, who cares about that? Where's my mask? I feel naked without it. Don't look at me. I believe I just saw Sir Takumi taking your mask somewhere. What? Oi! That bonehead, give me my mask back to Takamaru. She dashed out of the classroom. Oh wait, hold on. Did she say Takamaru, not Takumi? Let me just verify. Oh, she did say Takamaru. Okay, cool. My, her actions are as adorable as her looks. We ought to let her run around like that for a while. Very mischievous of you, Kyoshika. Keshka disappeared after saying that. Now, alone in the classroom, I doubted I'd learn anything new by sticking around. I guess I should go too. I kind of feel we didn't learn anything in our investigation. This was a fairly... I mean, we learned that iPods exist. Or not iPods, it's voice changers. We learned that it's like maybe technically plausible for someone to get here from Second Last Defense Academy, but certainly not likely. And we learned that Eva is uneasy being alone with us, I think. I don't know. Anyways, I finished talking with everyone. Sadly, I didn't manage to unearth anything new. While nobody in number 1 had an alibi, they didn't have a motive either. Nothing's changed about this. But the 5 new members from number 2... I realized any one of them could have been the culprit. They could have taken the school bus to and from number 1 and number 2 overnight. They could also enter without triggering the alarm. All this investigation done was throw more names onto the suspect list. The murder weapon was still missing, and the killer left no trace at the scene of the crime. In short, there are 0 clues to go on. How do I even continue the investigation like this? I sighed and collapsed into bed. The day drew to a close and night slowly took over. I'm kind of worried that it was raining though today.
Heady, soldiers.
They don't just have
Time to
random
hit the
rain.
hay.
That means it's gonna be like a scene or something.
You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
I wonder if the weather is the same in each timeline on each day. Worth looking into. Siri's carefree voice faded away into the darkness, only to be slowly taken over by cold silence. Like, logically, you'd think it should, because I don't think anything we're doing should be enough to change the weather, but I don't know. It was in that sense that I found myself heading to a certain place. The courtyard. Okay. Where Eva was being held. I went closer to her cage and stopped just in front of it. Takumi, is something wrong? You look very tired. I'm not. You're just imagining things. Well then, why are you here? When Shuma was bringing food to me, he told me about Kaku. He also shared a lot of other things with me. I'm aware of your current predicaments. You mustn't lie to yourself, Takumi. What do you mean by that?
Huh?
What? The truth is, you think the killer is among the 12 of you, right? You know, I'm realizing something. We don't actually have that much time, that much knowledge about normal Eva. Most of our interactions with her has been brainwashed Eva. I don't know how genuine she is. I think she's genuine, but I don't know. And this is the exact sort of line that, like, is on the bounce. She's right. She's right. You know, it is... If there is a killer, it's likely one of us. I mean, the only other real possibility is... I guess it could be a dimension jumper, in theory. Which also probably would still just ultimately be one of us, regardless. Or we do know about the stowaway. That's another possibility. I don't think they've ever outright murdered someone before. So that would be kind of off-brand for them. So, like... Simultaneously, this line, it's exactly what I would hope my close confidant would say. But also, it's exactly what a prisoner trying to weasel her way into just kind of worming around, being like, ooh, just trying to get the group cohesion to disintegrate, would say. I do still think she's genuine, but we gotta... I need to not blindly trust her. She is an enemy competitor. We gotta remember that. And most of our experiences with her, most of our friendly experiences with her, have been a brainwashed version of her. We don't know this, Eva. Not really. Gotta remember that. No, I don't. Please, you can be honest with me. I won't tell anyone. Man, if I had a nickel for every time my prisoner was basically the one interrogating me, and like, oh, don't worry, you can be honest with me, I'll be your confidant, even though I'm your prisoner, I'd have 2 nickels. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird to have it twice. I'm the only one you can remove as a suspect because I only arrived here 3 days ago. Technically true. This is gonna be Takumi and Eva, buddy cop detectives. I'm here for it. It's literally impossible for me to have killed Gaku. And she's right about this. She is technically correct. Because, well, she can't enter, or at that time, she couldn't enter the premises without triggering the alarm. We know this for a fact because if she could, her attack would have been a whole heck of a lot more successful than it turned out being. So, yeah. If I had managed to slip in somehow without triggering the alarm, I wouldn't have stopped at Gaku. That is a very threatening way to say that, but yes, that... In short, I'm the only one in this school that you can trust right now. You've come here because deep inside you know that too. Am I wrong? You may be right. The words spilled out of my mouth before I could stop myself. I couldn't even be sure if I had meant what I said. Why 2 nickels? It's a Phineas and Ferb reference, which is a show that aired on the Disney Channel during my childhood. You and I are the same, Takumi. I don't trust my allies either. Especially not Vexnus.
Ah.
Why is that? That battle 3 days ago. She was supposed to send reinforcements for me. But they never came. She was using me as bait. Interesting. Baits? But yeah, what sort of baits? What was she possibly baiting? Because nothing happened. She nodded and continued talking. She should have seen me being caught from where she was located. But she didn't do anything, because that was her plan all along. Wait a minute. I thought Vexnus was dead. That is what everyone seems to believe. But is it really true? I am of the opinion that she is still alive somewhere out there. Takumi, here's the straight truth. There's a bomb inside my body. What? The detonator is on a joint on my left hand, pinky finger. Moving it in a particular motion triggers an explosion. Anyone standing within a 25-yard radius at that time will be blown to smithereens. Yes, relax. I don't intend on going through with it. If I did, I would have done it a long time ago. Also, I think this is a bluff. That seems like a bluff to me. Because if that were the case, we should be dead, like, after every single battle, because there's always that moment where we're, like, surrounding the commander, and they're like, oh, I'm dead, I'm dying, blow, and we're just all surrounded, looking ominously with a red background, like, ooh, who's gonna kill him? Like, I mean, unless, for some reason, Eva is the only one who has this, and she's just nice enough to not use it. But I would think if one commander has it, they all would. So it makes... Yeah, that it's got to be a bluff. Because if that were part of the standard commander kit, we should be dead already. Now, granted, not all of them would be willing to take the kamikaze approach. But just as a numbers game, someone would have done it, especially when it becomes very clear that we're not sparing the vast majority of them. So I think she's bluffing with that. I don't think that's real. Anyway, Vexnus ordered me to do this. Okay, man, she is clever. She is clever Oh, I like her. She is clever. Because this explanation, this follow-up explanation, is the only way it's plausible. If it's not just part of the standard kit, but, like, that was specifically her, like, special operation. Oh, that's good. You're good, Ava. You're good. If you get caught, blow yourself up in front of everyone in the special defense units. I was not humiliated myself by becoming a prisoner of war. But you didn't do that. My orders were to detonate in front of everyone. Also, it's not inconceivable, based on what else we know about the enemy, that they could have detonated, because that's how the smallest guys attack our shield generator. They blow themselves up. And actually, there was that one guy, the invader, the infiltrator, also had a self-destruct. So this is precedented. Just not precedented for commanders. I was to blow up every single member of the special defense units. I didn't detonate the bomb when you apprehended me because the other 4 members were on the rooftop. Again, okay, this seems like a bluff again because we've captured her in other timelines, and I think everyone was present then, so... Because, yeah, if her battle was always the fog battle, which I think it is, then fog battle is when we get Kako and Ima, so that would have been... That's the last guys to join. I get it now. That's why you wouldn't offer any until I came. But you came alone, which defeated the purpose of the request. You were all supposed to come together. That was Vexnus' plan, huh? Yes, it's allowed to capture me before detonating, taking out everyone in one fell swoop. It's also conceivable that the detonation plan could be a new development post time travel. That's why she didn't send reinforcements. Eva clenched her jaw and lowered her head, her eyes brimming with tears.
Huh?
Okay. I understand the situation better now. But why are you sharing this top secret plan with me? I wasn't lying when I said I was feeling unwell this afternoon. It was bothering me that much. I had to choose between lying to you and eventually killing everyone here, or telling you the truth and joining your side. The weight of that decision made me feel so ill. Plausible, but also could just be a bluff, a cover-up. But in the end, you decided to side with me. Yes, because I could never betray someone who saved my life. One more thing. Your eyes, when I look into them, I sense something familiar. Something familiar? Solitude. It dwells within you. Those lonely eyes were what drew my heart to you. Wait, not your heart, huh? Her words weighed heavily on me. It felt like something I was trying desperately to keep hidden had been forcefully exposed. Instead of panicking, I felt a strange sense of relief deep inside. I may have been unknowingly putting a barrier between myself and the others because of my suspicions. It truly felt like Eva was the only one I could open up to, because she was the only one I could say with absolute certainty didn't kill Kaku. By the way, aren't you going to ask me about our army?
Huh?
Nah, I'm not in the mood for that right now. I probably wouldn't remember anything anyway. Then may I ask for a favor? Go on. Please return my mask to me.
Huh?
Your mask? The mask I was wearing on the battlefield. My people highly value our masks. We consider them as a part of us. Without it, I feel exposed. Fine. Your mask, right? We should probably check that, make sure it's not some sort of... make sure there's no property of it that would allow her to escape or something. Yes. Thank you so much. Okay. After leaving Eva, I went back to my room. Man, you know what? I like non-brainwashed Eva. She's cool. I had mixed feelings about our conversation. A chaotic mix of slight relief, intense guilt, and great confusion.
Hey!
With a loud cry, I jumped into bed and resigned myself to a sleepless night ahead.